Mitch McConnell, Moscow Mitch, the man who is as responsible for the second Trump term as Merrick Garland, has discovered that he is, in fact, in possession of a spine, and he just used his backbone to completely piss off Trump allies and throw down a big roadblock to Trump and the whole Project 25 takeover of American democracy. In essence, McConnell has used his position as minority leader to stage a Senate coup against Trump. I'm going to dive into the details of what McConnell has done in just a moment. But first, can I just ask, why are we depending on Mitch McConnell to save us? Where is Joe Biden? Yes, Biden has just put forward over 200 judicial nominations that Chuck Schumer needs to get moving on. But other than that, Biden appears to have turned into Merrick Garland and seems to be making playing nice his top priority. Well, here are a couple of top priorities Biden should be doing. He should be arresting Elon Musk immediately for his collusion with Russia. There's enough evidence out there for Biden to act. Musk should be arrested and taken to Guantanamo for suspected terrorist activities. Second, Biden needs to press investigations into voter fraud. There are 14 million missing votes out there, and it is highly unlikely that those 14 million votes were just sitting on the couch Tuesday, especially since the Republican Party and Elon Musk had access to the computer code for voting machines. So this whole "we're the party who accepts results" position is absolute Pollyanna in the face of all these discrepancies. Democracy is at stake here. There's a difference between playing nice, which amounts to being passive as people work to undermine our democracy, and playing with a passion to protect our civil society and democracy. Nobody's asking Biden to play dirty. We're asking him to use every measure at his disposal to stand up to what amounts to be the Russian takeover of this country. You'll note, I'm not even saying to use the extra constitutional powers this corrupt Supreme Court has granted to the presidency. I'm just saying, get into the game. The country doesn't need you to be Mr. Rogers. We need you to be Dark Brandon. It's embarrassing that Mitch McConnell is doing more to protect us from a future Trump regime than Biden is. And McConnell's maneuvering is totally pissing off Republicans, especially Tucker Carlson and Laura Loomer. And is it just me, or when I say McConnell has made Tucker Carlson and Laura Loomer angry, don't you really hear this? Both Loomer and Carlson took to social media to rail against McConnell and to encourage their followers to take action. Loomer was particularly funny, writing, "I said Republicans would lose their mind when they realized what McConnell did." She then added, "People cried about unity, though. This is what unity gets you. A McConnell coup to undermine the entire second Trump administration. Enjoy your unity." Hallelujah. So what are these two shouting about? Well, Mitch McConnell did an end run by using Senate rules to call for an early election of the party leadership, and that it be done by secret ballot. To make matters worse, 2 of the 3 candidates for majority leader are as never-Trumper as Mitch. John Thune, who is serving as McConnell's top lieutenant in the whip position, and John Cornyn of Texas, who previously served as Republican whip. Look, neither of these guys voted to impeach Trump when they had 2 chances, so let's not kid ourselves. But they were protecting the party, not Trump. A Trump agenda is not going to fly through the Senate if either of these 2 becomes majority leader. Remember Trump's famous wall? A Republican Senate basically denied it to him. Both Cornyn and Thune are going to be anti-tariff and pro-business, so they hate Trump. And they're not exactly fans of Elon Musk either. Carlson found out and got very, very angry. He wrote on social media, "Hours after Donald Trump wins the most conclusive mandate in 40 years, Mitch McConnell engineers a coup against his agenda by calling early leadership elections in the Senate. 2 of the 3 candidates hate Trump and what he ran on. One of them, John Cornyn, is an angry liberal whose politics are indistinguishable from Liz Cheney's. The election is Wednesday. It's by secret ballot, and it will determine whether or not the new administration succeeds.
Oh, Tucker.
Loomer then responded to Tucker's outrage by saying, "Told ya. I said Republicans would lose their mind when they realized what McConnell did in violation of Senate GOP bylaws by scheduling the vote for November 13th. Why didn't anyone have the balls to talk about this a month ago like I did? A little too late for the outrage, given that we should have been addressing this before the election to protect Donald Trump." McConnell's maneuvering here could actually put one guardrail in place, and it would be more solid than you might think. Even though Congress is filled with Trump sycophants who owe their position to him, Trump can't run for re-election again, and they have to. Some of these people may think twice about taking away people's health care because they will surely lose re-election if they do. It would be nice to have at least one more guardrail. Biden, you need to get out there and start building us one. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.